Hello, my name is Paul Bevan from Siemens Digital Industry Software, and in this short demonstration we'll take a look at an enhancement to Match Edge in the Surface application of the June 2023 release of NX. The task of cleaning up imported data will be one that's familiar to many a design engineer, and NX has a number of powerful tools to streamline this process. In the graphics window, you can see a number of surfaces that I've imported that make up an automotive door panel. Now, the majority of the surfaces I've been able to sew into one single body. However, as you can see, there are a couple of gaps between these two panels that I need to clean up. Looking at these two surfaces, I would make an educated guess that they are both trimmed sheet bodies. And that would normally mean me having to untrim the sheet bodies before closing the gap. However, that time-consuming step has now been removed in the June 2023 release of NX. When I activate the Match Edge command, I can select the edge I want to edit, then the reference edge, and you'll notice now by the pole distribution that both of those surfaces are trimmed, and I can continue to add the continuity that I want. In this case, I don't want it to be tangent, I want it to be just positional. If I want the degree and patches of my edit surface to match those of the reference one, I can use the Match Exact option. You can immediately see how the parameterization changes. There are other dynamic controls for Match Edge. Here, I'm going to use this drag handle to dynamically edit the start position. I could also do the same with the end position. And when I apply the command, the gap is closed. All I need to do now is to repeat the process for the second surface. I select the edge to edit, another reference, and apply the command. And now both gaps have been removed. There are just a couple of steps I want to add into the process. The first is to sew the two sheet bodies that we've edited into the original sew so that we have just one sheet body. And the final step is to smooth out the transition between these two sets of faces. These here and these here. And add a face blend between the two. So just to recap what you've seen, we started off with a set of imported surfaces, some of which had gaps. We utilized the enhanced Match Edge command in the June 2023 release of NX to close those gaps, even though the surfaces were trimmed. We also looked at some of the other dynamic options within the Match Edge command for controlling the start and end of the Match Edge feature. And finally, we sewed all the surfaces together and created a smooth face blend to complete the design. I'd like to thank you for your time and attention.